What's going on, guys? Welcome to week 5. We're back at home this week. Matchup against 0-4 Mississippi State. On paper, it should be an easy win. Shouldn't be any issues, but after getting demolished last week against Utah on the road without our starting quarterback, he's still questionable for this matchup, so we don't even know if he's going to be playing yet, and we could end up in the same boat we were in last week. So definitely no free wins in this league. Mississippi State, still a tough SEC opponent. Let's go ahead and jump into the game highlights and see who comes out on top. We are back home after last week's humbling loss on the road against Utah to take on Mississippi State, currently winless on the season. Micah Fauanuku, our starting quarterback, is available if we need him, but we're not going to be putting him in unless we desperately need it. Opening drive pass over the middle for Harvickson, complete to Cody Urban for 21 yards. Good start for him on this one. Drops back to pass on 3rd and 8. Over the middle, somehow Gerard Cole comes down with that one. In triple coverage, and we're going to get another 15 yards here on the face mask. Huge start for the offense within the first 2 minutes of the game. Harvickson, 1st and 10, over the middle. Diving catch by Justin Brooks. Just becoming sort of the star of the season at this point. Justin Brooks has been insane for us. 1st and 10 for Mississippi State. Handoff up the middle. He's going to make a few guys miss and get 14 yards on the play. It's going to be a first down. On 3rd and 2 for State, Venable drops back on the speed option. He's going to go down for a loss. Mississippi State's going to have to punt on their opening drive. 3rd and 13 on our next drive. Harvickson over the middle, check down to Allen Samuel Jr., who breaks a tackle and gets 13 yards. Just enough to move the chains, keeping this drive alive. Next play, 1st and 10, Harvickson rolling out right, looking, doesn't see anybody, finally goes back over the middle to Miles Ray, who gets it, and he's all the way down to the 25. 1st and 10 in the red zone now. Harvickson over the middle finds Jeremy Smith for another touchdown, this time from 13 yards out, and Nick Harvickson started off 9 of 10 with 2 touchdowns on this one. Great start for him and the rest of the offense. Next drive for Mississippi State, Matt Walls is going to get a 10-yard reception for a first down into the red zone. On 3rd and 11, Venable, somehow that's not a fumble. Ruled an incomplete pass, but it's going to be 4th and 11. Mississippi State is going to kick the field goal, and that one is right down the middle. So 14-3 is going to be the score here. Early in the second quarter, Harvickson drops back looking over the middle, but he can't get rid of it. It's going to be an 8-yard loss on the sack. And I know he had a lot of time there, but our offensive line has been struggling to this point in the season. There's another second straight sack there on 3rd down. We're going to have to punt on 4th and 20 plus. 3rd and inches for State. Pass complete to Thurman Gist for 3-yard reception and a first down. 3rd and 10. Venable looking over the middle, finds Walls, but he's not able to stay up. He makes the diving catch, but he's going to be well short of the first down. On 4th and 8, State's going to line up for a long field goal, and that one's just over the crossbar. It's going to be 14-6 midway through the second quarter. 2nd and 3, pass over the middle. Allen Samuel Jr. grabs it, but he loses the ball. Luckily for us, it's going to go out of bounds. 2nd and 10 later in the drive. Harvickson, 50-50 ball. Justin Brooks comes down with it. Having a monster game to this point. Harvickson looking over the middle, finds Gerard Cole, who's got 8 yards on that one, but it's going to be a couple yards short of the first. On 4th and 2, we're going to go for it. Handoff up the middle. Benny Faison's got a first down and more down to the 30-yard line. Able to keep the drive alive. On 1st and 10, Harvickson over the middle finds Cody Urban, the big tight end, for a 16-yard touchdown, making it 21-6 with a couple minutes left in the first half. 1st and 10, second quarter, 2 minutes left. Gonna go down for the sack. 3rd and 10 here, a couple plays later, pass over to the right side, just hauls it in, but he's gonna be a few yards short of the first down. It's gonna be 4th down and 3, Mississippi State punts. We get the ball back with a minute left to score here in the first half. Brian Miller makes the catch on the right sideline for a 14-yard first down. 2nd and 10. Later in the drive, Harvickson on the right side. Brian Miller hauls it in with one hand. Amazing catch there, gets 24 yards. But on 3rd and 15, Harvickson gets it to Samuel Jr., who tries to break a tackle, but he's going to go down about 10 yards short of the first. So we're going to run the clock all the way down and kick the field goal before halftime. 24-6 going to be the halftime score. Great job bouncing back after last week's loss to this point. 2nd and 10, second half for Mississippi State. Venable over the middle. Walls breaks a tackle, slips another, hurdles over another man, and gets 15 yards on that one. Able to move the chains. On 3rd and 1, Venable drops back, goes over to the left side, wide open as Metters, the running back, for a 9-yard first down catch. 3rd and 7, Venable, he's going down. 4th and 15 after the sack. And they're going for a fake punt on 4th and 15. This caught me totally off guard, but he only got 2 yards on it. Going to be a turnover on downs for Mississippi State. 3rd and 4, Harvickson, curl route to Miles Ray, who's got plenty for the first down there. 19 yards into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, handoff up the middle. Allen Samuel Jr. finds a big hole, and he's going all the way in. 28-yard touchdown run. And we're going to take a 31-6 lead midway through the third. 3rd and 4 for Mississippi State. Quarterback run. He gets pushed back. Fights his way forward, but he's going to be about a yard short. Mississippi State's going to have to punt on 4th and 1. We get the ball back. Harvickson handoff on the option. Up the middle, Allen Samuel Jr. breaks a couple of tackles and gets all the way out to midfield. Gets 19 on that one. 3rd and 10 later in the drive. Harvickson looking over on the right side, finds Jeremy Brooks for the first down. Justin Brooks, excuse me. 3rd and short. Harvickson handoff to Samuel Jr., who's going to pick it up. Gets a few extra yards. And picks up another face mask by this Mississippi State defense. Going to give us half the distance to the goal. 3rd and 11 from the 11-yard line. Miles Ray has it in the end zone for an 11-yard touchdown. 38-6 is going to be the score here late in the third. On 3rd and 7 from Mississippi State, Hood makes the grab and gets just enough for the first. Venable's having a pretty good game for them, only having 6 points. They're just not able to put the ball in the end zone as he goes down for another 3rd down sack. Damian Kaba on the punt return breaks a tackle and breaks it outside. He's got space down the right sideline, only the kicker to beat. He jukes the kicker but is caught from behind around the 10-yard line. Huge return there for Damian Kaba on the punt return. 1st and 10, next play, Harvickson over the middle finds Justin Brooks for an 11-yard touchdown. 45-6 is the score here early in the fourth. Big first down there for this Mississippi State defense. Our backups are now in. Second string defense trying to hold them without letting them get their first touchdown of the day. Matt Walls gets that one over the middle for a first. And on 3rd and goal from the 5, Hill to the back of the end zone. That one's going to be incomplete. The backup quarterback had to come in for a couple of plays after an injury. On 4th and goal, backup quarterback finds Brendan Davis in the end zone for a 5-yard touchdown. And State's going to be on the board with their first touchdown. 13 points, 45-13 is the score with 5 minutes left. We've got a 4th and 3. Adam Wales is going to come out for the long field goal, and he knocks it right through. 48-13 is the score with 5 minutes left. Mississippi State with one last chance to go down and try to get some more points for dignity. Gets the ball to Deshaun Hood there for 8 yards and a first down. About 3 minutes left at the game at this point. Metters on the run on 3rd and 15. Gets a big stiff arm, couple of stiff arms, and gets 6 yards. But it's going to be 4th and 9. Mississippi State's going to have to punt, and we are able to take a knee and get out of here with a 48-13 win. Great job, like I said, bouncing back after last week's horrible loss. Nick Harvickson gets the player of the game honors, 27 of 37 for 314 and 5 touchdowns. Great game for him. Great game for our whole team, really. And next week we should see Micah Faunuku's return against Arkansas. Here's the stats for today's game. 418 to 240. Dominant offensive performance and defensive performance. Perfect in the red zone, 5 for 5. Held them to just 35% on 3rd downs. And they actually won time of possession. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the top 25 matchups from Week 5. Number 18, Arkansas goes to 4-1 with a 38-7 win over number 15, Texas A&M. Number 17, Oklahoma gets a 31-7 win over number 12, Auburn. Oklahoma State gets a 35-26 upset over number 16, UCF. Top 10 matchup here. Number 10, Penn State takes down number 7, Oregon, 42-20. North Carolina is going to give number 5, Stanford, their first loss of the season, 35-28. Texas Tech goes to 3-0 with a 50-21 win over number 13, Kansas State. Number 14, USC gets a 47-21 win over number 23, Washington. Two undefeated teams matching up this week. Number 3, Clemson gets a 35-31 win over number 19, Pitt. Looks like they went 14-0 in the fourth quarter to win it. And that's going to be it for this week's top 25 matchups. We're going to go ahead and move on to week 6. No additional recruiting commitments this week. We've got a tough matchup coming up next week against Arkansas at home. They are number 13 in the country at 4-1. They've already pulled off a couple upsets this season against Tennessee and Oklahoma, and their only loss came to number 1 Ohio State. So definitely going to be one you want to check in on tomorrow when we post that one. Micah Faunuku will be back at quarterback from injury. So we will see you guys tomorrow for that matchup.